in an operation that was otherwise completely thorough, methodical, deliberate, conducted with a specific attention to detail of people who understood that the thoroughness was the point, that a job like this either gets done completely or it does not get done at all. Someone missed one, not carelessly. This is the first thing to understand about what happened, because the carelessness interpretation is the obvious one, and it is wrong. The people doing this work were not careless. They were the opposite of careless. They were systematic in a way that only people who have been given very specific instructions and understand the weight of those instructions can be systematic. They went through everything, every platform, every archive, every location where an image could exist in a form accessible to anyone looking for it. They missed one. The one they missed was not in an obvious place. It was not on a major platform or in a widely circulated archive or in any location that the systematic search would have reached if the systematic search had been designed with the knowledge of where everything was. It was in a place that required a specific kind of knowing to find, the kind of knowing that comes not from access to records or databases or the official documentation of where things exist, but from memory. Someone remembered it was there, that someone was not part of the removal. I need to tell you about the removal first, not the mechanics of it, the specific platforms and the specific requests and the specific processes through which images can be made to disappear from public view when the people with the authority to request a disappearance decide that the disappearance is necessary. Those mechanics are not the story. The story is the decision that preceded the mechanics. The moment where someone, or more likely a group of summons, sitting in a room together with the specific weight of a decision like this present in the air between them, determined that she needed to be removed from the visual record, not from memory. Memory cannot be removed, not from the private collections of the people who had been there when the photographs were taken, and who had their own copies and their own reasons for keeping them. Those exist beyond the reach of any removal operation, in the private hands of people who were not asked and would not have complied if they had been. From the public record, this is what the removal was. A decision that the visual evidence of her presence in specific moments of his life should not be available to anyone who went looking for it. That the photographs should not exist in searchable, findable, publicly accessible form. That someone who did not already know she had been there should not be able to find out through images. The decision was made, the operation was conducted, it was almost completely successful. Almost. The photograph that was missed exists on a platform so small and so specific in its purpose that it would not have appeared in any standard search. It was not posted by any one official. It was not part of any curated collection or archive. It was posted years ago by someone who had been present at the occasion, not someone with any particular proximity to the people in it, not someone who understood the significance of what they were posting. Simply someone who had been in the same space at the same time and had documented the occasion in the ordinary way that people document occasions that feel significant while they are happening. They posted it, filed it under tags that made sense at the time, moved on with their life. The post sat there, unnoticed in any meaningful sense, accumulating the small and unremarkable engagement of something that exists on the internet without anyone directing attention toward it. A few views, a few interactions from people who came across it by accident and engaged with it briefly and forgot it immediately. It sat there through the removal operation. Nobody found it. I want to tell you about the photograph itself, not who else is in it. That detail is not mine to give, and giving it would cross a line I am not willing to cross. But the photograph itself, what it is as an image, what it contains, beyond the people in it. It is a candid. This is the first thing that makes it different from the images that were successfully removed, most of which were official or semi-official, taken in context where being photographed was expected, where the people in them had some awareness of the camera and some adjustment, however subtle, of how they were presenting themselves to it. The removed photographs had the quality of images taken in the presence of documentation, composed, aware. This one was taken without awareness. She did not know the photograph was being taken. You can tell this immediately and completely from the image, not because she looks unguarded in any dramatic sense, not because she's doing anything that she would have chosen not to do in front of a camera. simply because she is entirely inside the moment rather than partially managing her presence in it. The specific quality of someone who is completely in a place, completely in a conversation, completely absorbed in whatever is happening, with no portion of their attention directed toward how they are being seen. She is laughing. Not the composed, appropriate laugh of someone who is aware of a camera and is allowing their enjoyment of something to be visible in the measured way that public figures allow things to be visible. A real laugh, the kind that takes over the face completely and leaves no room for anything else. No management, no awareness, no version of herself that is being presented to anyone. Just a laugh, entirely real, entirely hers. He is looking at her. This is the second thing the photograph contains. He is not looking at whatever produced the laugh. He is not looking at the camera. He is looking at her with the specific, unhurried, completely unguarded expression of someone who has forgotten that they are in a room with other people because the person in front of them has taken all of their attention without trying to. He is not aware of the camera either. The photograph contains two people who are completely inside a moment together, not performing the moment, not aware of being documented, not giving anyone anything except the unintentional gift of what it looks like when two people are genuinely completely present with each other. This is why the removal operation was conducted. Not because the photograph revealed something scandalous or inappropriate or damaging to anyone's reputation in any conventional sense. Because it reveals something true. And true things in certain contexts are more threatening than scandalous ones because they cannot be argued with. A scandal can be denied, contextualized, explained away through the right language applied with sufficient confidence. A truth that exists in the form of a candid photograph of two people who do not know they are being photographed cannot be denied. It simply is what it is. The removal operation was designed to ensure that this particular truth was not findable. One photograph survived. The person who found it, who came across it with a specific combination of patience and the right kind of attention and knowledge of where to look that such findings require, understood immediately what they have found, not because they were told, because the photograph told them. Two people, a real laugh, an unguarded look, the entire operation, the thoroughness of it, the resources directed at it, the specific decision that this needed to be done, makes complete sense when you see what the operation was trying to remove, not images of her. The evidence of what existed between them, the candid photographs were always the most dangerous ones, not the official images. Those could be removed, and their removal would leave nothing that couldn't be attributed to the normal management of a public figure's image. Candid photographs are different. Candid photographs capture what was actually there. And what was actually there in the one photograph that survived the removal is not something that can be managed after the fact. It is not something that can be removed. It existed. The photograph proves it. The laugh is real. The look is real. The complete absorption of two people in each other in a moment neither of them knew was being documented is real. The removal operation removed almost everything. Almost. One photograph remains in a small corner of the internet, on a platform nobody was looking at, posted by someone who did not understand what they were posting. It sits. Two people. A real laugh. An unguarded look. Everything the operation was trying to erase is still there. Still exactly what it always was.